Just take us through the touchdown drive against the Patriots.
I believe that was like the only snap of man-to-man that we saw all day. So just taking advantage of that, winning, like basically on a crossing route, middle of the field open, just be the guy in front of you.
Obviously, this is the second straight year you've played the Steelers, and kind of just going off of the recollection of that game from last season. What are some things that kind of point out to you about the Steelers team?
Steelers defensively, first and foremost, I mean, they're, top 10 in quite a few categories against the run, takeaways, red zone defense. So they're very solid. They're like one of the best first down defenses. They'll do whatever it takes to put you in long yardage situations, do a good job of mixing coverages up. They get a lot of pressure, just really solid defensively, honestly. So it'll be a challenge for us. And they have playmakers on offense. They run the ball real well. Really like the young receivers that they have. So they've got talent at every position, and they're fighting for playoff spot, things like that, just like we are. So we respect that.
Obviously, being on top of your caliber is kind of hard. So when you talk about safety help, you talk about Minkah Fitzpatrick. What does he do that affects the game? Why is he someone you have to keep an eye on?
He got every skill you can think of as a safety. I think he played corner in college too, so he can cover. He can really roam. He got a lot of range in the post. He can drop down, put pressure on people, tackles really well, attacking the ball. So, a guy like him he's one of the best doing it. So it'll be a great challenge to line up against him.
Obviously, after the touchdown and everything that happened, of course, it was a very pivotal play and the win. What was the emotions that kind of came through you throughout that play and just doing it back in front of the crowd?
That was just the role coming into the game. I was like, I knew I could make an impact somewhere, whether it be like third down or red zone, like whenever a team needed a big play. There's no guarantee of when it's going to come because, I'm trying to work my way back into the mix of things. So just staying ready and being able to see that. And, you see man coverage happen, I'm like, you start licking your chops. So for that to be able to happen right there and to extend the lead before the half, I was just really grateful, man, to be, like you said, in the stadium, back out there with the team, just playing, So I'm just grateful to be out there.
Obviously, it's kind of grew up in Georgia, and you've been out here. You played a little bit in Baltimore, so you kind of have a little bit familiarity with those cold weather games. But just kind of going into this hostile territory, it's supposed to be 9 degrees or whatever it is. How comfortable do you feel going into a cold weather game like this? How much fun, or I guess how frustrating do you think it could be?
I feel like it's something that you really embrace once you get out there, because once you're moving, I don't even really think you think about it too much. I played in Baltimore on Christmas Day my second year, or we played in Pittsburgh when I was with Baltimore. So I've been there when it's cold. I feel like those elements, you block them out and you play football at the end of the day. I feel like guys will realize that once we get out there, no matter whatever the number is, I feel like we'll be all right. Thank you.
So first off, on the other side of the field, even though you're a defensive player, Jay recognized this game. TJ Watt, this guy that great defensive player here. What is so powerful about his game?
He's just a game changer. He makes big plays in the biggest moments, and that's what really stands out to me. It's always in a critical moment. He seems to be making big plays. He's not just getting sacks, but he's getting strip sacks. He's getting interceptions at the line of scrimmage, and he's one of those guys that I look up to. Me and him talk often, and he's a great dude and a great player. So, got a ton of respect for him.
That week 2 matchup, obviously last year against the Steelers, it's going to be a little colder this time.
Yep.
What are some things that you remember about that game that can kind of help you go into this game about that team?
Yeah, obviously, that was a long time ago, but they're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin's a great head coach. He's been a great head coach for a long time, so I know those guys are going to be prepared and ready and do everything they can to try to win the game. So they're going to present a great challenge, and they have a lot of great players. From Najee to TJ to Cam Hayward, all those guys. So got a ton of respect for them. Definitely looking forward to going out there. Yeah, just playing in the cold is a little bit different. You're a little bit more uncomfortable, but that's what football is all about, playing football in rough environments. And it's not something I'm new to. I played at Eastern Michigan, so we're used to the cold, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get some snow, and it gets a little wild out there. It'll be fun.
I know it hasn't all been perfect, but you look the last several weeks, it certainly looks like the defense is kind of trending in the right direction as a whole. What do you think are the biggest strides you guys have made as the season has gone on to have better all-around performances?
I think just taking a deep breath and just playing football. Not trying to overthink things. Just get comfortable and play football. It's sounds simple, but at the same time, it's really a majority of the game is once you know your job. It's just about playing with swag and playing with confidence, and I feel like as a whole we've been doing that, and it's a testament to all the leaders and all the coaches and everybody coming together and just improving every day.
Forgive me if I missed this in the beginning, but what does it mean for you to be able to play in kind of the anniversary of the reception game?
Yeah, it's legendary. I'm a big football fan since I was a child, and as I grew up, coaches like Coach Marinelli, he's the dude would give me books about the 1930s when the football, just crazy things like from when football first started and all the history of the game. And I'm a football historian at heart, and I love the history of this league. So yeah, it's incredible. Raiders, Steelers playing in the cold. You can't get any better than that. So we're definitely fired up.
From the history aspect of it, I mean, the rules changed now, but if the ball had hit, the offense player, then it couldn't have been what it was, the actual play of the immaculate reception, it would have been a dead play, but now it's different rules. So just as a defensive player, when you see something like that as a play, how Tatum put the hit on it, do you get a little extra psych over the history aspect of it?
Yeah, there's people that, obviously people still talk about it to this day. So, yeah, it's crazy. The rule was obviously different back then. But, the thing that bothers me the most is that nobody ever shows him actually catch the ball. Because a lot of people say it hit the ground. Some people say it didn't. And you literally, at every single angle, it never shows him actually catch the ball. It's always right above it. I'm like, it drives me nuts. But I watched the special last night on YouTube and everything. So, yeah, it was awesome. And, this game is, there's been so many pioneers and legends in this game. And, this rivalry, it goes back ages, so it's exciting.
Is that history? Was it as soon as you were drafted here you wanted to brush up on that Raiders history, or is it just more over the years it means more and more to you and you want to brush up on stuff like that?
Yeah, I've always been into the history of the game, but I think Coach Marinelli really opened my eyes as far as really digging deep into the game and how the game started spreading out. As early on, they were running wedge, and literally people were dying, and they were gonna stop football. They were gonna cancel it. So it's it's crazy. But he showed me from all the way back then to now. So yeah, I really once he came, he started giving me stuff all the time to read, and just truly appreciate the game, because it is a game at the end of the day, and the history is deep, and I appreciate every part of it, because the game has given me everything in my life. So. You got to do your research, and like you said, once I got on the Raiders, I wanted to definitely, dig a little bit more deep, because, people don't play about Raiders history. You got to know, you got to know all the details and the true history of it, and that's something I definitely, dig into.
So now you've been a part of one of those plays last week that's going to go down in history. You watched for a long time. Have you
Yes.
come up with a nickname? Have you heard one that you liked for that play?
There's a lot of them. I like the Sin City Miracle. I like what was the other one? There's something lateral.
Lateral damage?
Yeah, I've heard a lot, but yeah, that was legendary for sure. For sure.
It was a nice hit on the play. I think it's kind of overlooked. You laid out Jacoby Myers. Is that one of your best hits of the day?
Yeah, honestly, it was. I was just trying to, get a hit on him, and I didn't know what was, because I couldn't believe they were lateral on the ball. So it's tough. It is what it is, and I seen him coming back, so I was just trying to make a play on him, and I got a nice hit on him, and it's crazy. I just looked back and I seen Chandler just standing there. I'm like, what? So it's crazy, but that's it's over with. We're focused on Pittsburgh, and we're fired up to get going again.
Last week, Josh McDaniels talked about how the team captain's mandated for Josh Jacobs to become a team captain with you guys, and I know you have a history with Josh Jacobs. What does that mean for you to see him be a team captain now?
Yeah, Josh has been a captain here before, so he deserves every bit of it. He's one of the best teammates I've ever had. I came in with him. Me and him have been super tight, ever since he got here. You know, my mom freaking loves Josh, you know, like it's her son. So yeah, he's family to me. The dude deserves everything coming his way. He works his tail off, and he just continues to get better. And yeah, you know, him getting that C on his chest, I know it meant a lot to him. So, you know, it's when we came together and talked about it, it was, you know, everyone was on board, and you know, we were all with it.
You guys are focused on what you have to do. There's no scoreboard watching, anything like that for
Yeah.
playoff possibilities. But how important is it to like know that there is that chance, like to come to work knowing like there is something, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, there's that carrot to reach for, even if it seems kind of a long shot.
Yeah, you know, we have to obviously take care of our business. So, like you said, you know, you can't overthink everything else going on. You know, some teams got to lose, whatever. But at the end of the day, if we win, we're going to give ourselves a chance. And, you know, we work all year round to get to this point, to be in the conversation, in the mix at this time of the year. So obviously, you know, we wish we could have made it a little bit easier on ourselves, but it doesn't matter. You know, that's in the past. We just got to take it one day at a time and you know, continue to improve.
I know we've talked about this. You killed the Pro Bowl. That's a thing of the past now. But
Yeah.
announcements tonight. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're going to be a part of that team. Like, what does that mean to you? I know team goals are what it's all about, but to be recognized by everybody and to get an honor like that.
You know, I think it just kind of ties into, you know, just we're talking about football history and things like that. Like, I'm a big kid at the end of the day. Like, I truly love what I do. I love everything about the game of football. So when you're a kid and you see the guys in the Pro Bowl, like, that's what you think about, being in that game. And now, like, I'm 25 years old, but, you know, getting voted the Pro Bowl, that's like, I still feel like a kid at the end of the day. It's unbelievable. Like, it doesn't really hit me. So, it's just incredible. You know, it's incredible. Obviously, my family and all them, you know, they get fired up even more than I am about it. But, you know, it's everything you work for. I want to be the best in the league. I want to be the best I can possibly be every single day. So, you know, getting recognized for it is incredible.
Have they told you anything, or do you find out when nobody else?
I think we find out, yeah, like you said, tonight. Yeah, tonight. So
Nobody like gives you a heads up, like, hey, you should watch this. Or pay attention.
I have no idea. No idea. No idea.